All right, after 26 years, it's finally happened, people. One Piece season 1 has officially ended. Let that sink in, people. After 2 decades of adventures, art, losses, victories, all leading to this moment, an entire generation grew up with these characters, this journey, this dream. So this isn't just the end of a season, it's a closing of a chapter in anime history. And now the real question is, how do you even follow something like that up?
Are you not entertained? Let's take a look at that. So it is the end of an era. One Piece Season 1 started from 1999
Damn,
to
damn,
2026. The
damn.
final numbers runtime 26 years,
Gee,
1,155 episodes, continuous weekly broadcast. This makes One Piece the longest running weekly shonen anime in modern history. Season 1 ending does not mean the story ends, it marks the end of the weekly broadcast model. They're going to do a major shift from weekly to seasonal starting in April of 2026. What this means is One Piece transitions to a seasonal anime format. Seasonal contour length 26 episodes. The next arc, I'm going to butcher this name, so please forgive me. The Elbach. This aligns One Piece with modern anime production standards a la Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Demon Slayer. The Alba arc, why this matters? Well, for narrative importance, the Alba has been teased since Little Garden, early 2000s, central to Giants, Loki, Usopp's Dream, Boys Central Love, and the World Government in-game threads. This is not a filler arc, it's in-game One Piece. Why the switch? Everyone is probably asking. Animation quality, a huge. Japan takes animation very, very seriously. Weekly production forced padding, reuse shots, stretch dialogue. A seasonal format allows for higher animation density, better story pacing, more cinematic direction, a la Wano style quality, and consistency. Also, it gives great manga protection. The anime has nearly caught up to the manga multiple times. In Japan, that is a very, very huge no-no. The anime can never supersede and or pass the manga. That is why most shows, if anyone here old enough to listen to the shows, you can remember being young, watching Dragon Ball Z, and it gets to the Namek saga, it gets to the Frieza thing, and then the next episode, it restarts all the way back from the beginning. It's things like that, what they're talking. Seasonal release prevents filler arcs, canon distortion, narrative slowdown. Staff and studio sustainability. Weekly anime is brutal on animators. Seasonal production improves working conditions, reduces burnout, attracts higher tier animation talent. Bigger impact on the industry confirms the death of the endless weekly shonen model. Signals to studios that long running IPs must evolve. Viewers now value tight pacing. It sets a precedent for Naruto/Boruto future handling, Dragon Ball adaptations, and long-form manga adaptations going forward. How can you look at this on a win-lose scenario? The gains: cleaner pacing, better animation, stronger emotional beats, more faithful manga adaptation, and more event-style releases. Losses: no weekly ritual, longer waits between arcs, and a less constant presence year-round. For most fans, this is a net positive. I want to say this because my cousin touched on this when we were discussing about the Demon Slayer and why the Infinity Castle that came out last year, why we're not getting the next one till 27. It's quality over quantity. Them stopping this weekly format and going to a seasonal thing, they already said it'll be structured as 26 episodes, but those 26 episodes will probably be world phenomenal, more in depth. No filler. I can tell you right now, whether you are old or young, everyone knows about the infamous episode in Dragon Ball Z where Goku went to get a driver's license during the Cell games. The hell you need a driver's license for, and you fly, my guy. That is a clear example of filler.
Oh
I
my
will
fucking
never
god.
forget that.
Oh,
And
weak.
this is another sign on what we touched on with the Toei news we talked about the 3.2 billion investment. Anime is taking a dramatic shift. It's not going away. They're trying to simply better themselves. And I can tell you right now, Demon Slayer is a very high quality anime. As my cousin broke down about the time they put into that, hey, you have to wait a little bit longer. You have other things to watch and to keep your attention preoccupied. But when it comes out, you watch it And that's all they're trying to do is make something better long term. 26 years, that's a hell of a lot of time for us one season. That's absurd. I didn't even know that that's how the game was recognized and looked at. This was all one damn season. But hey, kudos to you because as I also said, it ain't going away. It's taking a small break and then transforming itself. Here's how you see and look at this.
Yeah. So some people might be in the comments saying, well, we don't give a fuck about top tier animations. Listen, I can confidently say I've seen and I read comments on anime. And I remember when season 2 of Demon Slayer came out, the fucking flack Demon Slayer got because they was like, why does it look like this? This is such a downgrade from season 1. Why? Because I listen, there's one episode when one of the Hashira little guy is in a little water bubble and the enemies, I can't remember, are they like ducks or something? I can't recall, but the animation did look like shit for the enemies, whatever that is. They killed season 2 of Demon Slayer. Hell, even the new season of One Punch Man is getting a lot of flack for its poor animation things. And then don't get me started, we'll have to do a video on One Punch because a lot of people are saying it's trash. Season 3 versus season 2. I didn't even know it was that much controversy. But anyway, that's another story for another day. More than ever, people are paying attention to the animation quality. A lot of people has been talking shit about Dragon Ball Z's animation quality for years. So if it takes a studio more time make a more polished anime, I think that's the best interest for the product and for the consumer, because I gotta say there was thousands of commenters talking shit about Demon Slayer season 2, all these other animes animation quality. So more than ever, quality, I don't know if it's because we got higher tier TVs, we got 8K TVs now, and so when shit looks ugly in animation, it stands out more. Maybe that's part of the thing too. But more than ever, people are paying attention to the quality. And so for One Piece, I remember the first beginnings of One Piece. That shit looks ugly now. And that's why they had the One Piece went back and improved the quality of its earlier episodes. I think on Hulu, or maybe it's across the board now, but I remember them spending time and money on doing that. So animation quality is like one of the one of the top most important things for animes in 2026. Damn, I gotta get used to saying that. But so I'm not gonna flack. I'm not mad. Hey, if it takes, I'm always in favor. If it takes you a little bit more time to make a better product, then do it. Because what I don't want you to do is put it out and then have, I don't know, studio release remorse or whatever, because you just took the cheap option and just brought it out. So if it takes more time, you need to go to the seasonal thing, by all means. And like, who else is doing this? Like One Piece, besides I think Case Close, maybe. Like I don't even think I don't know if Case Close making animations on par with their manga. At the end of the day, I'm in favor for a more better product. And I did have to look this up because I could have sworn that this is not season 1. So when I looked it up, it said that fans are informally calling the entire 26-year run season 1 because of the shift to seasonal scheduling in 2026. But that is a fan categorization. The studios themselves are not calling this season 1. I mean, allegedly. I don't know. This is just something I looked up because I was like, ain't no way this is season 1. So, I mean,
Okay, so that makes a lot more sense because when the news
yeah.
came out, I was looking like, you all let 26 years go by and you just call it season 1. I was just, woo,
Yeah,
it's
I
crazy.
think maybe we got a little bit clickbaity into that, but I just wanna say that because if this is a fan categorization, then that's one thing. This is not the studio saying that because bitch, 20, yeah, that's a slot. But they just saying because this era of uninterrupted run of weekly episodes is coming to the end. Fans are saying, well, that's including season 1. I don't know if you should say season 1, maybe era 1 would be more in line. That's like a whole era. Now we're going to a different era. I don't know. But not season 1. 26 years of episodes weekly? Nah, that's not season 1. But yo, shout out to One Piece. Shout out to the studio. They're saying quality over quantity, baby. I'm all for it. Let us know in the comments below how you feel. Do you consider 26 years of weekly episodes as season 1? Or are you kind of like, nah, bro, season 1 Nah, I'll give you 26 episodes for each season. Damn, if you do 26 episodes for each season, what season would they be on? Like 32, 52? God damn. Anyway,
Somewhere in that.
shout out to One Piece. They had a long run, but I am all in favor of quality over quantity, and I think this is the right move, especially with today anime watchers, their demand for animation quality. And that's one thing too. Once you seen good, you always gonna see, you gonna point out bad from then on out, because you seen great, you seen greatness. Then going back down to mediocre is kind of like, did we even try here? Like, what the fuck? So that's probably another reason too. One Piece is, there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of people like Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, whose animations, who is considered top tier, and you cannot be one of the greats pillar of anime and you putting out bullshit animations. So that's probably another reason why for this. But let us know in the comments below how you feel. What do you look forward to in this new seasonal run? Do you think quality over quantity is the way to go? Let us know in the comments below.
And that's it for this video of Are You Not Entertained podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll never miss our next hot take. Until next time, Are You Not Entertained?